Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had, of course, taken Lannisport from the Westerlands, and we, yet again, defeated Tywin Lannister in combat. Now, as you may notice, we are back at Pike, and we are now about to speak to the Unsullied Recruiter, and we'll get 10 more of those fellows. Very nice indeed. And now, we will head up the stairs, and I will see about sending a gift to House Targaryen, because that appears to be the general consensus in the comments section at least. And so, we are going to be dispatching an emissary. Now, the only thing that I'm a little bit worried about, because we actually have -2 relation with the overall House of Targaryen. However, the king himself does actually have 26 relation with us, so if I send him a gift, then not entirely sure how that's going to work out. So we're going to send horses for 6,000, which will be perfectly fine for us, no problem at all. And I will be sending Jonas once again, I believe. Okay, there he goes. 6,000 now. What else do we want to do here? I do want to get a patrol going, because one of you did state that if you get a large patrol of heavy units, and then that will hopefully be able to prevent many of the issues that we're currently having with many of our villagers. So, let us enlist a patrol, and we are going to be taking troops out of the garrison, perhaps? Or maybe we'll get a big one? Or best troops around? I think we'll get a large one, and then we'll tell it to go to Pike. Yes, and then we will leave, and we will see where it is. There's the Pike patrol. Now, we do want to speak to them as quickly as we can. Now, shall we give some troops to them? Maybe we could do that, or we could just tell them to reinforce the garrison. Hopefully they will go to reinforce Pike. Yes, they will. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is good. So now we can head back into the castle, and we can make a patrol out of the very best units that we can, hopefully enough. And let's just speak to our Castellan here. And there he is. Okay, so take troops out of the garrison, of course. So let us see here. What do we want to give them? Well, we would like to have quite a few knights, but unfortunately we don't have too many of those. We do have a lot of men-at-arms, however, which would probably be a good idea. We have actually Westerland's man-at-arms, which is wonderful. I think we probably sent out quite a few recruiters when I was obviously progressing off-screen and so forth. That's why we have so many of those. Okay, well, I think we're going to give them some veteran man-at-arms. Maybe not as many as that. That's a little bit too many, perhaps. So, yes, let's try and take away a couple of those, and then we will be giving them some longbowmen, I think, is probably pretty good. Let's take back a few of those. And what else do we want here? Reach Glavemen, they are actually very nice, so let's give them 60 of those. Let's do some Westerlands man-at-arms, 70 of those. And we should probably do some sergeants as well, because they are about to become mounted units after all. So I think that would be rather nice. Okay, so I think that should be good to take on anyone apart from Tywin himself, I believe. So I think that should be fine. Yes, let's go with that. Yes, let us muster the troops, and we will send it to... Well, the thing is, Lordsport and Pike both have a patrol around at the moment, and unfortunately that patrol has not had much success with catching these fellows, so I think we're going to send it to Pebbleton, because that appears to be a throughway where most of the enemy vassals are seeming to appear and pass by. So, yes, as you see here, there is Lord Terrence, and he is running away from us, apparently. Okay, well, that is good to know. He is probably going to be raiding Pikeley in just a minute, probably, but maybe we'll head over there and stop him before he is able to do just that. Although I would really like to head on to one of these keeps here. Now, as you may have noticed, I do have a different party composition, because I did leave most of our units in the garrison back at Lannisport and Casterly Rock to hopefully prevent it from being besieged once again. So, aha! There we are. Oh, that is wonderful. Okay, so there we are. It doesn't actually increase the relation of the actual Lord himself, but it does increase the relation of the overall faction, because I've known other mods to have the fact that when you send an emissary, it actually increases the relation with that particular fellow. So, thankfully enough, it does not work like that here, and we are, thankfully enough, now in positive relation with House Targaryen. They were agreeably surprised. Well, let's see here. Shall we now send an emissary to hopefully declare peace? I think that would be a rather nice thing to do, because then we would have only the Westerlands to worry about, and hopefully once we've taken a couple more fiefs from them, they will then decide that it would be in their best interest to potentially accept a peace agreement from us. So, let's see here. House Targaryen, of course, and what are we going to do? We are going to declare war upon him. We're already at war. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want to conclude a non-aggression treaty. Oh no. Or what about express my goodwill? No, I think non-aggression treaty is probably the most pressing at the moment, so let's go with that. Let's send Jonas once again, because it appears he's doing a rather good job, and that will be that. Yes, I think that is fine. Okay, well, let us hope that that will work out, and I am now going to be heading on, I think, to... I actually read a comment that stated feast fires, I believe, was a probably pretty good prospect, because apparently that is the thoroughfare on the ocean waves back to Iron Islands and so forth. So I think we'll try that out. Let's just see where we actually head off to, and we... okay. Maybe it's Faircastle then, perhaps. Let's try that out. Maybe? That is strange. Okay, well, not entirely sure which one it is, to be honest, but, maybe Feast Fires would be okay. Okay, well, nevertheless, it is so close to us, we are going to be trying it out. How many are there garrisoned here? Only 264. Well, that is going to be relatively simple to take out. And then, apparently, Clegane's Keep is held by the brother of the companion that we can acquire for 30,000 coin. So hopefully we will find him at some point, maybe at one of these places, because of course I have not entered these towns before. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is a town. I can't really tell from the sprite that is currently on the map at the moment, so let's see here. Oh, it is a ladder castle, so let us do it. There we are, very nice. So, I am thinking... Shall we change commander? Do we want to do that? How much HP do we have? Oh, we're actually full HP. That's wonderful. Okay, well, actually, one of you did suggest for us to play as Garrett, and I think we might actually try that out for a little bit. So, yes, he is using some steel arrows with a long bow. He has an arming sword, and, yeah, he's actually not too bad. So, I think we'll do that for this one, because it is only a small fief. Well, 264 is not too small, but we do outnumber them rather considerably, so I think it should be fine. So, let us lead our soldiers in an assault, and we will see how we do against the numerous amounts of Westerlands units. Oh, okay, this is fine. Now, we do only have 22 arrows, so I do have to be a little bit cautious in terms of wasting arrows and being accurate, of course. So let's try and get our archers in a rather central location, and hopefully that will be enough for us to take out as many units as we deem necessary to take this. And we are now going to be drawing back our bowstring, and do bear in mind that oh my goodness, that I cannot see damage numbers, but it appears that he is doing an excellent job, as you may see here. Garrett Longley has taken out 2 units already, and increased his proficiency by yet another. Goodness me, whoa, okay. We're actually doing relatively well as Garrett. Bows are actually pretty fun, I must admit. I have missed using bows, as you may tell. Whoa, okay, we're actually getting some pretty nice kills here. And I'm hitting quite a few too, which is not too bad. Of course, we are losing ammunition, and we are eventually going to run out. Which is somewhat making me think that maybe I should give him another 2 quivers, because as you see here, he's doing such an excellent job, or at least we are doing such an excellent job as him, but as you saw there, we actually got quite a few kills. Well, yeah, I suppose that would have been quite nice, because we could have... how many? We could have 66? arrows instead of 22, so I think it might be a good idea to potentially go for something along those lines, but, Then, of course, he would be rather useless in melee combat, but at that point, I think he would have probably taken out half the enemy force, so I suppose that's not too bad. And, ooh, we actually have a couple of Unsullied units in here, which is rather cool. Hopefully we'll be able to penetrate their defenses at the moment. Oh my. It's not going too well so far. Let's make sure that I am going to keep my shield up, just in case. I could actually take some arrows here. Can I take that arrow? No, it appears not. Can I? No. I need to be a little bit taller. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, we are... Really? We only have 4 archers? Okay, that needs to change. Next time I am in my army composition screen, we are going to be changing it a little bit to incorporate a few more archers, because as you may see here, we do only have 4 on the battlefield, and that is, of course, 4 including Garrett. So that is not great, I must admit. That is probably why we are taking so many casualties in comparison to before, because then we had a lot of elite longbowmen, and they were able to deal a significant amount of damage to the enemy archers before they were even able to shoot off one shot. So let's get some arrows here, shall we? That would be rather nice. There we are, very nice, cool. We picked up some here. Great, so now we have 9 arrows ready to shoot this fellow in the head. No, we hit a friendly troop, however, which is not too good. Another friendly troop. No! This is just how Barney was. Oh no. Okay, well, we do need to be a little bit cautious here. Come on, take out these guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are getting a couple more kills here. That's not too bad. Oh no! Oh, that was close. I really thought that guy was coming for me right there. Okay, we do need to be a bit cautious with our melee skills. I do not believe Garrett has too much in the way of one-handed weapon proficiency, so do need to be a little bit cautious about it. Now, I would really appreciate it if they would let some of my blows through, because then we would actually be able to ascertain whether he has above 80, potentially, in weapon proficiency, but at the moment, as you may see, we are not necessarily doing too well at all. But I would like to know where Elias is, to be honest. I'd like to know where he is at. Not entirely sure whether he's even in the fight. Well, I didn't see him get any kills so far, so maybe he's just stuck behind a huge amount of the enemy knights and so forth, so that would probably explain it. And, oh, there's a nice shield bash. Oh yes, very nice indeed. Okay, so I think this is where I am making a very swift exit, perhaps? Maybe? Oh, let's just... Okay, yeah, I'm going to jump and, unfortunately, get taken out. If I had jumped before I'd gotten hit, I would have been fine, but unfortunately I left it a little bit too long to jump off the edge there. I was going to attempt to shoot them once again, but it appears that I was a little bit too overzealous with my sword. Yes, I probably should have switched back to my bow and gone to support our units in this stalemate that they are currently having along here. But as you may see, we are doing a relatively good job. We are seeing that... What are they doing down there? It appears they're taking out one of our knights. Oh my goodness, all of those guys took one of our knights out? Okay, well, at least that bodes very well for the upcoming sieges that we may indeed be able to accomplish. I'm hoping that we will be able to take the fief that is incredibly close to this one, and that will, of course, then consolidate our coastal line evermore, which was many of your ideas in the comments section. You did suggest to unify the western coast, and I think that would probably be the best idea that we have at this time. And now we just have to await the last remaining Westerlands units to get taken out, and I'm wondering whether they have any archers up here, so let's take a look. Oh, it appears no, we have actually taken them out already. Who is this fellow? Ah, I was thinking that that might actually be Elias. Oh no, Elias has just gotten a kill, that is wonderful. Okay, well, he's finally gotten to the forefront of the battle, and he is now able to get a couple of kills, maybe, or at least one so far, which is not great, but maybe he will accrue a couple more in sieges to come. And now we have a very close-fought battle here against an unsullied unit, and I believe a mounted sergeant or a regular sergeant. And we can only hope that the unsullied fellow will stay alive. Unfortunately, most of our units are having a little bit of issue trying to find this skirmish going on here. Although the Unsullied unit is now drawing out the enemy, and we will hopefully be seeing a rather decisive victory very soon. Come on, guys. They're just around the corner there. Take them out. Oh, yes. Okay, so how many units do we have here? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we have 5 more units, I believe, to take out. Now, come on, guys. Oh, my. Okay, I'll tell you what. I am going to cut away while these fellows tackle the last remaining Westerlands units, and I will cut back when they have successfully done it. Okay, so we cut back just as the last 2 Westerlands units are about to be taken out, hopefully by that one sergeant that is seeming to be quite a beast at this time. So let's see how he does. He's doing relatively well, and oh my, really? Ah, the camera! The camera! Oh my goodness, my apologies. Well, oh, there they are. Okay, so as you may see, this fellow is, well, a little bit stuck in the wall there, but yes, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Now, there's a little bit of a strange issue with this wall here. Yes, as you see there, okay, never mind. I do head through the doorway, and then for some reason it boosts me up into the roof. Not entirely sure. Well, we can watch from here, I suppose. Hopefully they will take him out rather soon. I was thinking that it would be a lot quicker than that, but... ah, there we are. There it is. Okay, so that is a victory. And we have taken the 3rd Westerlands fief that we had in our sights. So, as you may see here, we did lose everyone, or at least all of our companions, apart from King Elias, of course. Oh yes, that is very nice. So, as you see, Garrett actually gained 13 takedowns right there. Clavis was able to get 1, as well as King Elias, and Cole was lucky enough to get 2. So that's good. Now, this guy does have a good personality, according to his line here, so we are going to be letting him go. And, oh, it appears that was it. Okay, so that's fine. We'll take some units to carry on with, I think, and then we will be heading on to the next fief, I think. So, shall we take any of these fellows here? I think we will. Now, one of you did tell me that Westerlands Billmen are actually higher ranking than elite Westerlands men-at-arms, so thank you very much for that. And I can make sure that I have the most efficient use of my, I suppose, prisoner management. So there we are. We will let all of that go. And now I would potentially like to have this for myself in terms of Elias having it. So I think we're going to go with that. I think so. We'll do that. And then we will not split. I think we'll split. Ah, I was hoping for a little bit of relation there, but maybe it was too little for it to obviously warrant any relation points, but nevertheless, we seem to be okay. Now, that should be fine. Now, yes, as you may see here, we have too many knights and unsullied units at the top, so let's get some elite longbowmen in there. We'll get some unsullied in next, and then knights will go in after the sergeants have. So, let's give some of these to here, and then we will head to manage this castle and get some troops. So, let's get it 10 times, I think, will be rather nice. And that should be fine. So there it is. Feast Fires has now been taken, and we will be heading on to Case as quickly as we can. So only 400 units they have there. However, that is rather considerable, so we do need to be a little bit cautious. Now, what are we going to do here? I believe we are probably going to be increasing our intelligence, because now then we can get 1 point in Power Strike, 1 point in Iron Flesh, make him a little bit tougher to kill, I suppose, and have him do more damage, which is rather nice. So that should be good. Now, we can head over to Case, and oh, yeah, that reminds me, I do actually need to rejuvenate. So let's do that a little bit, and ooh, yes, maybe we will be fighting off a few defensive measures here. Especially by this guy who is attempting to siege it. However, he does only have 86. Ah! Oh, this is not good. I believe he is going to have bad news for us. Yes, he is not willing to conclude a non-aggression treaty. Ah, that is not good. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we can only hope, considering we do now have positive relation with them, that maybe they will propose peace with us, which would probably be in their best interest, considering. But yes, here we are. We are against 86 units. We will hopefully have I suppose, longbowmen at our side this time. And we will see how well they do. Hopefully they will take out quite a few of their units to weaken them up before they arrive on the ladder. And then we will be able to head on from there and hopefully take Case after we have rejuvenated, of course. Many of our companions were injured in that previous siege. So let's get our two-handed Blackfire ready for battle. And then we will show them the meaning of pain, of course. Oh, that is not too good. We have 2 elite longbowmen at the front here. That is not going to be too pleasant for them, I do not think. So let's try to help them out a little bit by standing at the front and dealing some damage, being their bodyguard a little bit here. Now, the only problem I'm having at the moment is the fact that my sword is a little bit too long, and I am getting stopped in my swing. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Ah, there we are. That's much better. A little bit of a swing there, and another one. Very nice. Take out as many of these heavy Westerlands knights as we can, and then we should have a very good time of it indeed. Come on, guys. Take out these fellows as quickly as you can. Oh my. Okay. Oh, yes. Some slashing might actually help out a little bit better than the overhead, perhaps. Maybe some thrusting as well. Potentially no. You know what I would like to do is actually jump off here and approach from behind. Because then, of course, we will have free reign to kill as many as we deem necessary. And, oh, no, I don't want to fall off accidentally. That would be terrible. Ah, there we are. We have found our spot. Oh, yes, this is very good. Come on, take him out. Oh, no. It appears one person behind me has crowded in. Okay, come on. Take him out, guys. Yes, there we are. Very nice. Whoa. It appears that all of our companions are actually getting a pretty nice amount of kills. Notably, Brynden has gained quite a few there, which is rather nice. And I would not like to fall off. Yeah. Okay, well, that didn't happen. Wipe that from your memories. Okay, so we survived that, no problem at all, and we killed 14 units, not too bad at all. Brynden killed 4, Caul and Fenner both had 1. And did I mention that we survived it? Oh yes, we did. Okay, so we are going to be letting this fellow go. He loves us, apparently. 47 relation, and we are going to be letting him go because he does have a good personality. So yes, that will be fine. We will let all of these enemies stay here because they will automatically go into the prisoner's hold at Feast Fire, so that should be fine. Now, we have been given a Lordly Lannister helmet, which would be rather nice for one of our companions at some point, so we will be taking that. Very cool. And Carver has advanced to level 8. He is getting ever closer to being able to use the polearm in question that we want him to, and I think we'll probably be increasing his weapon master now to hopefully be able to use his weapon points a little bit more, and that will be that. Very good. So we can level up a couple more sergeants, a heavy knight as well. Jonas did actually return, of course, so we can get him back into the fold here. And now, let us head on to Case. Now, oh, that reminds me. It appears that Elias took a little bit more damage in that particular siege, so I will be rejuvenating here for a little bit, and then we will head on to Case.